Boys, ladies, others, yes, I'm still sick. I'm making this video a few hours after the previous one. So, what's this video is about? Well, this video is about... Okay, I'm trolling so much. This video is about the Gacha game crisis. Now, what exactly do I mean by the Gacha game crisis? Well, there is an inherent issue in all these Gacha games releasing. Now, for now, it'll be fine, but I think in the future, this will start to become a problem. Where basically, so many different Gacha games are coming out, and we all know how the Gacha system works, right? The Gacha system requires you to do dailies. Now, at first, sure, doing dailies in one Gacha game, like, it's pretty fucking easy, right? 2 games, still pretty easy, but it is a bit annoying. 3 games, it's starting to get a little crazy, right? Like, you're spending half an hour every day on these games to do dailies. You see where I'm getting at, right? The more Gacha games that come out, the more these Gacha games are gonna be fighting for your time. And it's gonna get to the point where it becomes so oversaturated that we're probably gonna have 1 or 2 Gacha game titans, and every other Gacha game is probably gonna fail. Now, I don't want to doom post like the Gacha space, right? I'm just being real here. All of a sudden, after Genshin's release, or even after Genshin's release, we didn't really have that many Gacha games coming out. But after Honkai Star Rail, it's like, oh, like now we have Project Mugen, Wuthering Waves got announced. Recently we had Neverness to Everness. The Gacha game industry is becoming more and more saturated. There's more people joining it. And while for some, very few, that may be exciting and like, oh, I can play even more Gacha games, I'm getting to the point where, like, the reason I dropped ZZZ wasn't even because I hated it. It was because I didn't like it, right? I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. I was neutral on ZZZ, right? I had my criticisms, but I think playing Wuthering Waves or Wuthering Waves release genuinely just ruined my standards for a Gacha game. Like, it put it all the way up there. So now playing any other Gacha game doesn't feel as good if it doesn't have something it really specializes in, right? So I feel like this is going to become an increasingly more common problem where people, these Gacha games aren't going to be as successful as people think they will be, because the success... Oh. Wait, what? Who is this? Friends. Where's the friends? Oh. Wait, no. I think I added this guy in a video or a stream or something. Holy shit, level 65? Holy fuck. My man. Well, anyways. Oh wait, how do you chat in this game? No, it's okay. Thanks for asking. Just recording a video. So, let's get on to what I was saying before. It's getting to the point where the Gacha space is becoming so saturated, you cannot play these games as often as you think. Because the dailies are going to add up and add up and add up. And you're going to start spending half an hour to an hour of your day every single day on these Gacha games. Now, I have a friend who already does this. He plays Honkai Impact 3rd, Wuwa, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, and some other Gacha game. I don't remember what it was, but it's like a Bleach mobile game. Said, my fault. My fault. Continue. Such a chill dude, man. Such a chill dude. But I'm not excited, really, for any of these new Gacha games coming out, right? Like, when I saw Wuwa, I was like, ooh. You know, I didn't even have any confidence in Wuwa when it was first coming out, by the way. I thought it was going to be ass, like Tower of Fantasy. But it ended up coming out, and I ended up liking it, so now it's my main game. But I think when we put our expectations realistically, right? Most of these new gacha games coming out aren't going to be better than Wuwa. Probably aren't even going to be better than Genshin or Honkai Star Rail. They're just going to be kind of placeholders that are decent, but not really good, right? Like, I would probably argue most new gacha games aren't going to be better than ZZZ as well. So, there's this issue where it's going to become too saturated, and you're going to have to pick and choose the gachas you want to play, which is annoying, right? Like, this is my problem with gachas in the first place. I know all my content is gacha, yet all I do is criticize gacha, but it is because the system is just so ass, and like, these games aren't future-proof at all, right? Like, nowhere near it. So, we're going to end up running into a problem where we need to pick and choose gacha games, and someday it might come down to a gacha game that you've spent hundreds of hours on or thousands of hours on. You're going to want to quit it because you're already investing so much time into other gacha games that you may enjoy more. It's like, wow, like, I'm really going to have to quit this gacha game because I simply can't keep up doing the dailies every single day when I'm already doing dailies on 3 to 4 other different gacha games, right? So for now, we are fine. We're still in the clear. The gacha space isn't too crazy, and the amount of really good gacha games is pretty low. I'd say the top 3 is Honkai Star Rail, Wuwa. By the way, I'm not like a gacha game enthusiast. I've mainly only played the mainstream stuff, right? But I'd say the big 3 right now in terms of enjoyability would probably be Zenless Zone Zero, Wuwa, and Honkai Star Rail. Those are like the 3 titans of gacha right now. Now, yes, Genshin is more popular, but that is because the fan base is just bigger, okay? Like, Genshin was the boom for gacha games, okay? Like, it got a bunch of people in the West into gacha games, made them realize what they were, and then it became popular, right? So let me know what you guys think. Quick video. Damn, the sickness is absolutely kicking me in the ass, man. Like, holy fuck. I just wanted to go away already. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the same? Do you think in the future the gacha game industry is going to become too saturated and you're going to end up having to choose which games to play? Because it wouldn't be an issue if it weren't for dailies, right? It's because of dailies that this is an issue. Because you need to do dailies and you need to grind daily in order to actually get the most out of your time in these games, right? Or else you're gonna fall behind. So it's a shitty system. It's a really shitty system, because if a better game comes out and you no longer want to spend time on an old game that you already invested in a bunch of time into, it's like, well, that just went to shit, right? Like, you can't just take a break and come back. Your energy is gonna stay capped forever, right? You're not gonna get anything out of it. I recently made a video that you guys might have seen, which is why Honkai Star Rail fucking sucks for free-to-play casuals. But soon, it might not just be casuals. It might start being just people in general, players in general, because there's going to be so many gacha games that people are not going to want to do all these dailies all day long, every single day, for 3, 4, or 5 different games, right? So please let me know what you think. Do you think like me? Do you think this will end up being a problem in the future? I definitely think it will, right? I think the big difference between gacha games and these other, like, competitive games, like, let's say Fortnite, Call of Duty, any of these first-person shooters, is that they are made to be casual. But the more games that come out, the less casual they become, because it's multiple games that you have to keep up with. So you either quit the previous game, or you simply don't get into new games at all. You're really stuck here, right? And the worst part about it is you lose out on time, which is these gacha games' most predatory thing that they do, right? They want you to feel FOMO, and they want you to invest your time into these games and never take a break or never quit. That's why all these banners are timed. That's why you can't get... Ooh, Wait, that was sick. What the fuck? Well, I'm sorry, I got distracted. That's why you can't get all these all these characters whenever you want. It's because the system is, oh, come back into the game now. There's only 30 days left for you to get this character, and you may not be able to get it for, let's say, another whole year, right? Like, that's a very long time. Get in the game right now. Test your luck. See if you can get her or him. If you don't get him, oh well, you just wasted your fucking time, you fucking dumbass. Like, these games are starting to become games that are only looking appealable to people who actually spend money on these characters to get a character every banner. Because otherwise, it's like, why? Right? Like, if you're not getting every character every banner, it's starting to become why, right? I think Wuba actually does a pretty good job with their rewards. We're getting a free 5-star Zhang Liao. I do spend money, okay? I buy the monthly pass and I buy the battle pass, but I do not buy gems. I have a level 80, or I have a Jinshi, Yinlin, Jian. I have 3 of the limited characters that have come out since launch. And on Changli, although I don't have her, you'll see now 50, or actually I think it's like 35 pity. Yeah, so I have 35 pity and 3 limiteds. So let's say I don't get Changli, right? Wow, I miss 1 character. Guess what? Next patch, I can get Zeshi and I can get Zhang Liao, who's going to end up being free. So I now have 5 limited characters out of the 6 that released in this game within 3 to 4 months of this game's release. That is really good, man. Like, that is really good. I don't think you guys understand that. You simply cannot do this in any of Hoyo's games. Wuwa is extremely rewarding. On top of that, you guys may not know, but you can still get a 5-star selector in this game for the next year. So long as you create an account from now to like 9 or 10 months from now, you will get a 5-star selector no matter what. You also get a guaranteed standard banner character within, like, I think it was like 50 pulls, and then you get a standard selector after that. So this game is crazy rewarding. You get so many 5-stars. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 5-stars right now, I think. Yeah. Oh, no, I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I have 6 5-stars right now. And once 1.2 hits, I'll have, what's it called? I'll have 8 5-stars. By the way, I could have had Changli by now. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, okay? I could have had Changli by now, but I pulled on Jian's weapon. If I never pulled on Jian's weapon, I'd have Changli and I'd have every character since launch by a mile, right? So you really need to take into account, right? These gacha games, depending on how rewarding they are, it isn't really an issue of dailies this and dailies that, right? That is why currently I have Wuwa as my main gacha game. Keep in mind, I took a nearly 1 month long break from this game, so my like asterite count and the amount of wishes I've been able to obtain isn't even the accurate amount to if you were to play this game every single day and do dailies every day. I am a casual player. I constantly take breaks from games. Even Wuwa, which is my favorite gacha game, I just have to take a break at times. I have to step back. I can't let myself get addicted to these games, right? I know many of you don't know this. When I was very small, I was addicted to video games, and it was a really big issue in my life. So now that I'm older and I have more self-control and I'm aware of it, I can instantly tell, like, I can feel it when I start getting addicted to these games, and I instantly stop myself from doing it. You may be thinking I'm addicted to these games right now, but no. The reason why you always see me on these games is for making content on YouTube. If it weren't for that, I'd probably not be playing Wuwa all that much, right? Especially in the current patch, since there isn't much content. I'd take a break, maybe 1 to 2 weeks, then I'd come back just to hang with my friends, you know, talk about some stuff, all that, right? But my point is, the gacha game industry is getting very saturated now. Lots of more gacha games are coming in. It's becoming increasingly more popular as the years pass. And I'm afraid that many of us will have to quit old gacha games that we've already invested in lots of time into, because it's going to become so saturated to the point you cannot do dailies on 4, 5, 6 different gacha games at once, right? That is the difference between games like Call of Duty, Fortnite. In these games, because you don't have an energy system, you can literally take a break for an entire year, come back, and not have missed out on anything. You can just go straight back into the grind, and you wouldn't be behind anyone else who also took a break or anything, right? You can just go straight in and get everything that the game has to offer. These gacha games aren't like that. You need to constantly be playing in order to get everything that the game has to offer, which is good, right? It's good for now, because there's so little gacha games that are really outstanding, in my opinion, that really stand out and get you to want to stay and play constantly. But in the future, when this becomes a really competitive space and Hoyo and Wuwa are no longer like the Titans and they have more competition, I think it will become an issue. Or I think it will become an issue, right? So let me know what you guys think. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.